You talking that funky, about my face. Wearing that monkey. We not that. That might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
In motion right is Thomas. Again, it's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Fielded at about the 28. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well at 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Well, you got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A gain of 2. Brings up
from the 41, Winston.
41-yard line.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Winston on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a big pickup on the first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run it again with Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good. For another Saints.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. Grant Haley in on the stop. The Saints at 6 and 4 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they're going to move it down the inside the 25.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 24.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jameis Winston. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think this.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
This is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
4th down, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run on first down with Akers. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the jet sweep, this is Eskridge. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First down,
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive the last into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
First down, Winston. There's Chris Olave. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's got Perriman. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. On the slant, this is Perriman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Winston. Complete to Olave on the out route. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tariq Cohen, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. play of the half, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
David Onyemata brought him down. A gain of 1 yard. And the Rams first down.
Mayfield on first down. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Man open is Robinson. Touchdown. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Saints 14. Matt Gay to kick off for Los Angeles.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. One of the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. The incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And the young buck, the rookie, just wrapped up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, he has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Mayfield to throw it. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Second and 8 coming up. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Darrell Williams, right tackle, the guilty party. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. And again, it's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. He'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Gay's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And taken down just shy of the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara.
He'll take this to the 46.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. A give. This is Kamara. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Trying the left side with Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here's Baker.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10.